Hello friends, Manalmon is here bringing you the Ancient One gameplay, and this video will be about explaining the rework on the Ancient One. If you don't know, when the last time Ancient One got nerfed, she had her skills changed. So in this video I'll tell you all about how her skills work now and also how to build items on her. By the way, I'm using the green power core on her. That is the best power core if you want to use on Ancient One. And you can use spellcast with her because I won't be building the cooldown reduction on Ancient One that much, so that I can get that extra 10% cooldown reduction from the power core. So use the green power core and the spellcast as your that small core. So the changes made on her are the peak stage. First is the peak stage. Like earlier it used to be the 3 stack, but now it's the 5 stack, and it is easier to see because you can see on the HP bar, below the HP bar you can see her stacks. When she gets the 5 stack, she will enter the peak stage for 5 seconds, and with every second with the every skill damage on the enemy, you will get extra zero point 0.5 second time on the peak stage. And mainly her peak stage time will be increased if the Tau Mandal, that the circular formation, if it hits the enemy, then if your fan from the S1 hits the enemy, and when your astral form, that skill 3 astral form hits the enemy, only then it will get that additional zero point 0.5 second on your ultra scale. Now earlier what happened was, when the Tau Mandal, that circular formation appearing, if the enemies hit on that area, only then she gets the stack. But now she can stack much faster. You can see like here, just by using your skill 1 also and the skill 3 astral form, you are able to get into your peak form very easily just by poking the enemies. And before the update it was where you have to get near to them, and then when your circle hit the enemies, only then you were able to enter the peak form. But now it's easier to enter the peak form, but the nerf on her is so much used. Like I think she got 3 times nerf, and mainly every time she got her HP regen and the shield generation reduced with like every nerf she got. So now the HP regen is so much harder, and the like shield making is also hard. One more reason why I was not able to do a lot of HP regen, because of my enemies. They bought, I think everyone bought the Heimdall sword and the casket of ancient winters. You can see there are two energy heroes, ancient one and the enemy human torch. Both of them will bought that casket of ancient winters, and the war machine will bought Heimdall sword. So it was a huge counter on me. That's why I was not able to regen so much HP in this match. But normally you will be facing this kind of problem. Overall, I think Ancient One is not that good to do the solo carry, and you will see the right example here. Like in this match, I was playing with the randoms. Only one of my friend in this my team is the Blade, who was playing with me. Rest were all I think you have seen in the beginning when we were telling our vision to play in the bot lane, and instead he didn't even listen. He's a stone spirit, and I don't know how many matches he has played. And then our Doctor Strange, I think he was somewhere in the gold, and our Colobstian is a diamond. So I was not expecting much from the Vision and Doctor Strange, and Vision played really terrible. And like after playing this match, I realized like I was thinking earlier that Ancient One is not that good for solo carry the teams, and now I'm sure like you cannot solo carry your team if the enemies know the counter, like the buying anti-heal items, so that they can counter your HP regen. So I think it's a really bad idea if you are thinking to do solo carry with your team, because it's super hard to carry your team with the ancient one now. Like you will see some of the moments where I use my ultra skill to swap the places with the enemies, and my team didn't followed up, like killing the enemy whom I have swapped. So if your teammates know the skills of Ancient One, like to engage when she is in the peak stage, you can play aggressive if your Ancient One in your team is in the peak stage. And when she uses her alt, always see, like, don't be like a dumb and think your Ancient One is a pro. Like whenever she uses her alt, she is going to alt someone. And here you can see, like, enemy, he is saying like, I'm very selfish and playing with legendary only. So let me tell you, Mr. War Machine, I was not playing. I mean, as I've told in beginning, these were, I was totally with randoms, and it was only this Blade who was my friend. I was playing with him. I think I have explained almost everything about the Ancient One. Okay, one thing that I missed is her skill 2. Like earlier, her skill 2 has that animation. I mean, you can see the skill 2 in the formation of the blink skill type, but now it's a circle. If you notice, like, you have to land on that location. But I have noticed one thing, you are still able to blink to the other side, like the circle. If you use that circle to the nearer area, you won't move to that location. Instead, you will move forward, much more forward, like a blink skill. So that thing is so weird to me. And now her skill 2 has the HP I mean, they have nerfed the HP region from the skill 1, like these Tau Mandals, but they have given her HP region from her skill 2 now. Like now her skill 2 won't be just a blink, but when you use the skill 2, your next basic attack within the 6 seconds is going to give you the extra HP region. So that is also very helpful. Then her skill 3, it is same as like the astral form, and if you hit the enemies with the astral form, you will get the 1 stack, and it will also help you to increase the duration of the peak stage. And then her ultimate, you already know, like you can easily swap the location, I mean easily swap the enemies, and your teammates can see the location of enemies who are alive on the match. So this is all about how her skills are. If you want any tips on how I play Ancient One, it is mainly I will keep on poking the enemies with my skill 1, and my mainly combo is like when I use my skill 1, the circle, that town bundle will appear on my feet. Then I use my skill 2 to get near the enemy so that I can deal a little bit more damage on them. If I want to slow down the enemy, I'll use my skill 3 astral form to slow them down. And that's all. Like she is all about spamming her skills when she enters the peak stage, and she is now not that much good pick because she has a lot of counters to her. And if you are so bad at aiming like me, like her ultra skill aiming is the main thing that now she has got. So if you are not that good at aiming, I mean it will be super hard for you to play Ancient One. Now let's talk about her build, how I was building Ancient One in this match. I think for Ancient One, first item you should always be buying that antimatter cannon for the energy leech, because your HP regen will come, I mean it will help you to gain more HP regen, though it's not necessary. You can also go for the defense item or any other energy item because you still have the HP regen, but I prefer the antimatter cannon so that my overall HP regen increases when I deal damage on the enemies, so it's really helpful. First item is antimatter cannon, then I buy that cooldown reduction boots. So if you buy these two items, you will directly get 20% cooldown reduction, and you already know, like if you are using the power core, the spell cast, you will then get extra 10%, so it's 30% cooldown reduction. And if you have decided to buy the Eye of Agamotto, that is also very good item on her, then you will get the rest of 10%, which will give you overall 40% cooldown reduction on your Ancient One. And getting 40% cooldown reduction will also help you because Ancient One does not need any mana or energy to cast her skills, so it's really helpful for you. Mainly I feel like she is a lot squishy because the amount of shield she generates is not much enough, and the HP regen has also depleted a lot, so it's better to go for the defense item. I prefer to buy at least two defense items. Like in this match, I was buying, I bought that Captain America shield for the armor and the Deadly Phantom for the energy resist. I was buying the Cloak of Levitation, but in this match I bought Deadly Phantom because there are two energy heroes. If there is only one energy hero, then the Cloak of Levitation is fine. Like it will also give you 5% cooldown reduction, then you have to be careful about not to get to 45%. So Cloak of Levitation in normal cases, like if there is only one energy hero mage, then it's fine, or else if there are two or more energy heroes, then always go for the Deadly Phantom. That will give you a lot of energy resist. And for the armor, uh, Captain America shield is the best item for her, and if you want to have the 10% cooldown reduction item, go for the Starlight armor. Then for the last item, I bought the Maging Jord. Maging Jord is good item for in the late game for any hero. Like if you are not the damage dealer. Like in this match, if you see my items, I'm buying antimatter cannon. Then okay, one more thing, Cascade of Ancient Winters. I forgot to tell you about this. This item will also be really helpful on Ancient One. The main reason is that it slows down the enemies, so it is also very effective on you. Like you can slow down the enemies with that, they will be staying in your range much more longer, so you can deal damage on them with your Tau Mandal. So Casket of Ancient Winter is also one more energy item that will be helpful for you to use on Ancient One. Then I think Antimetal Cannon, Casket of Ancient Winters. If you want to buy any other item, okay, Eye of Agamotto is also covered. Then you can buy the Virus Cannon. Okay, Virus Cannon is also helpful, and Dark Hold. Or Dark Hold, yeah, it will give you 10% cooldown reduction, and its passive is also helpful. Like if you are against two tank teams, like there in your enemy, if there are two tanks in the enemy team, then Dark Hold will be the best item. Like instead of buying Eye of Agamotto, go for that item. Uh, and for rest of, like if you want to go for more damage, you can buy Bond of Batum or Cosmic Cube. They will increase your damage a lot. By the way, these are just the main items in the energy category. If you want to buy on Ancient One, rest always buy at least two defense item. Captain America shield in the armor is the best, and Cloak of Levitation in the energy resist. Like as I have explained you earlier, like what are the condition if you want to change your build item. So I think I have covered everything. If you still don't understand the things, let me know in the comments below of this video, and let's talk about this match now. Like it was, I was getting so much annoyed because this match was going a lot longer. Like as you can see, our vision, I think he came back later. He was not, he was only AFK in the beginning around like 17 to 18 minutes of time. After that he came back because I told him in somewhere mid to buy the Heimdall sword for anti-life steal item, and he bought that Heimdall sword. But positioning of this vision was terrible. I mean, he is a marksman, he was not in the team fights, and then when he was coming, like he was going up front and dying first in the team fights. I don't know if you have found that mistake. It was mainly Doctor Strange. Like I said in midway in the match, I told buy Heimdall sword for the anti-life steal, and our wonderful Doctor Strange, he uh, followed me and bought Heimdall sword on him. So let me tell you, man, for the anti-life steal item, if you are the physical attack user, only then buy Heimdall sword, or else if you are the energy damage hero, buy the Casket of Ancient Winters. And here I think this Doctor Strange was searching for that item, like to selling the Heimdall sword, and like it's totally fine for, because he is a beginner player, so he don't know the items. I think he was probably reading but where is the Wand of Batum. After, like I think this match will go around half an hour. I mean, this was so much annoying because like it was, I think, my second match. No, it was my first match in the morning. I was playing Ancient One a lot because some of you guys were telling me a lot, like make a video on Ancient One, we want to know. So I was so much focused, like I have to play Ancient One. When I played Ancient One, my first and second match, it went so much terrible. I got carried by my team because I was always missing my Ultra, and I was like in the previous times, like in the back in the days when Ancient One got to region HP, I was playing super aggressive in my peak form, and I was still dying very early. Like then I realized, like I went back and read the stats of her properly. Then I realized, like okay, now these are the HP region. So here you see, like this region went straight away in the mid. I don't know if he's AFK or if he's, but like I cannot say him anything. I know he's a stone spirit, and what else to expect from him? So it's like whenever I play in a normal match and I'm having some low rank in my team, I don't tell them so much. I mean, it's like you cannot expect anything from a new player. And after this match also, I played 2-3 more Ancient One matches in 2-3 days. In last 2-3 days, I have played around 10 or maybe 15 matches of Ancient One. It will be more than 10. And I have realized this, man. It is so hard to solo carry with the Ancient One, and especially when your teammates don't follow up. Man, it was too hard to play Ancient One. Like from a competitive view, if you have good teammates, you want to make like good plays with the Ancient One, then she is really good. Like if you have a Doctor Strange in your team, like in this match, I mean I cannot expect much from him, the Ancient One Doctor Strange combo that you can do. But that Doctor Strange, if you are a beginner player for the Ancient One, I'll give you this tip. Play with the Doctor Strange user and tell him to save his skill 1, so when you come with your ultra skill for the swaps, he can use your S1 on you, so that even if you miss, you will come back alive. So it is really effective. I hope you understand everything that I have tell you in this video. So don't forget to like this video, and if you are new here, subscribe. Also turn on the notification bell as I upload every day. Join me on Discord and Instagram. Both the links are available in the description of this video and on the channel about page.
Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up.